This is Noise-Induced Hearing Loss by Molly, Delaney, Caitlin, Peyton, and Sydney. An essential component of our capacity to perceive and comprehend sound is the human ear, a very sensitive organ. Although we may not give hearing much thought, we depend on it for more than just conversing with friends and enjoying music. The outer ear, middle ear, and inner ear are the three primary components of the human ear. The visible portion and the ear canal, which are used to detect sounds and direct them toward the eardrum, are both parts of the outer ear. After striking the eardrum in the middle ear, the sound travels via the ossicles, three tiny bones that amplify the vibration and transmit it to the inner ear. The inner ear, the cochlea, a fluid-filled structure, receives the vibration. Inside the cochlea are tiny hair cells, which are essential for hearing. Noise-induced hearing loss occurs because these hair cells are extremely delicate and cannot regenerate once they are damaged. The hair cells transform the vibration into an electrical signal, which is then transmitted to the brain, allowing you to comprehend and recognize the sound you hear. Everyday activities involve different types of sounds. In the car, we listen to music. Our laundry machines make noise when turned on, or even the sound of horns honking when we sit in traffic. These noises that are normal to us don't necessarily cause damage when heard at normal intensities. However, sounds can be harmful when they are too loud or too long-lasting. Noise-induced hearing loss is a permanent type of hearing loss caused by exposure to loud sounds. When the tiny hair cells in the inner ear are damaged due to intense noise, we can experience noise-induced hearing loss. We can see the effects of noise-induced hearing loss from a single loud burst of sound, like a gunshot, or even long-term exposure to loud environments, like concerts, sporting events, construction sites, or even headphones at a loud volume. Although it can happen over time, it is important to remember that this hearing loss is not reversible. Once the inner hair cells in our ears are damaged, they cannot grow back. This is why we have to ensure we are doing everything in our control to prevent this. Wearing ear protection or keeping volumes at low levels may make a difference. Noise-induced hearing loss is permanent, but not reversible. Protecting your ears now means preserving them for life. As previously mentioned, noise-induced hearing loss happens when we're exposed to sounds that are just too loud for our ears to handle. But what is too loud? The safe decibel level for human ears, no matter how long you listen to it, is 70 decibels. Once sounds reach 85 decibels, they pose a risk when exposed to for longer than 8 hours at a time. As the decibel level increases, the safe amount of time you can listen to these sounds decrease. The rule to remember is, for every 3 decibel the sound goes up, your safe listening sound is cut in half. So a sound at 88 decibels would be safe for 4 hours, while a sound at 91 decibels would only be safe for 2 hours. But noise-induced hearing loss is not just about volume. The proximity and duration of the sound also impact your risk. The term impulse noise refers to single loud blasts of noise that can cause permanent hearing loss right away. There are some impulse noises that are not safe for an unprotected ear at any period of time. This would be things like fireworks at 3 feet, shotguns, or a jet plane taking off. Other more common dangers suggest earplugs or earmuffs to prevent hearing loss. These would be things like hair dryers, kitchen blenders, or even listening with headphones. Overall, the causes of noise-induced hearing loss can be summed up in 3 things: how loud the noise is, how close you are to it, and how long you're exposed to this noise. Because damage caused to the inner hair cells of the cochlea is irreversible, the consequences of noise-induced hearing loss are permanent and cannot be corrected through medical treatments or surgical interventions. Individuals with noise-induced hearing loss often face significant challenges in communication. The inability to hear certain frequencies or sounds can lead to misunderstandings and difficulties following conversations, especially in noisy environments. This struggle can be frustrating in social settings, where the dynamics of conversation require quick responses and the ability to pick up on subtle auditory cues. As a result, individuals may withdraw from social interactions, leading to feelings of isolation and loneliness. Moreover, the emotional impact of noise-induced hearing loss can be profound. Many individuals report increased levels of anxiety and depression as they grapple with their hearing loss. The social stigma associated with hearing impairment can further exacerbate these feelings, making it difficult for individuals to seek help or engage with their communities. The cumulative effect of these challenges can negatively affect one's quality of life, which shows the importance of awareness and preventative measures to protect against noise-induced hearing loss. While noise-induced hearing loss is permanent, it is completely preventable. One of the most effective ways to protect your hearing is by managing both volume and duration. A helpful rule to follow is the 60-60 rule. This means that you should listen to music at no more than 60% of your device's maximum volume for no longer than 60 minutes at a time. After that, it's time to give your ears a break. Another simple strategy is using noise-canceling headphones that work to reduce background noise, making you much less tempted to turn up the volume in loud environments like gyms or public transportation. Whether you're at concerts, clubs, fitness classes, or sporting events, consider wearing noise-canceling headphones or earplugs. They reduce the volume without distorting the quality of sound, so both you and your ears can enjoy the music. Another simple way to prevent noise-induced hearing loss is through education. Having a free smartphone app like the Sound Level Meter can help you monitor your sound exposure in any setting. This keeps you aware and educated on the true noise level of your surroundings. Remember, if the environment reaches or exceeds 70 decibels, it's too loud. Finally, it is important to be proactive in scheduling regular hearing screenings, especially if you frequently use headphones or work in noisy places. Protecting your hearing now ensures you'll be able to enjoy the sounds you love for years to come.